It never worked very well at all.
No.
I seem to remember vaguely they also knew that it would take 6 months to make one type of part and 3 months to make another and things. So they would buy all the million and they would launch them at the right time. So they would all reach the helicopter at exactly the right moment to be assembled. That was...
Yes, it is.
The
In this,
plan.
in this beautiful world of value.
But as you say, they always scrap some, and then the customer changes their mind, or the design gets updated, or there's something wrong with the material, and so managing that becomes horribly complicated.
So this is what comes to mind is the word orchestrate.
Yes.
So the idea, when centralised, an organisation could be orchestrated. So the movement of parts and people. And the control of process into finished goods.
And you do have a conductor in an orchestra. You don't just let
Fantastic,
everybody jam.
Yeah, and lead violin.
Well, I
Yes.
prefer jazz where everyone plays whatever they like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, there's an analogy there, isn't there?
But when you talk about designs being updated, that's like the music being rewritten, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you talk about recruitment and training, that's like people learning on the job, learning to play the violin.
Yeah.
And now that whole orchestration thing, that whole orchestration model, looks a bit shaky because you've not got rigidly defined performances from individuals who you can call upon in the right moment. And even with an orchestra, you're not keeping everybody busy at the same time.
Oh, the bloke on the timpani.
That's right.
Sits there for the whole thing for his one big bit at the very end,
yeah.
doesn't he?
So the concept of being able to orchestrate whilst having all this change going on is, I think it's a misleading concept because it's not possible in
Yeah,
reality.
because an orchestra plays the same bit of music every time.
That they practice.
But largely because they have
practice
to.
it loads of times and they perform it once.
Fantastic.
And it's
that's
utterly boring.
But that's the key, isn't it? Because actually you can't coordinate
Yeah.
that number of people unless you play the same thing time and time again.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like scaling to make a product, a car.
Yeah.
Henry Ford, you make the same thing all the time and it sits into a cadence or a rhythm
Yeah.
and it carries on and you can do it.